Hello to all our Sales Ignition members. In this video, we'll cover a topic that was released 2 weeks ago in the form of a poll. The topic in question, web design choices that hinder lead generation efforts. Given there's more than one factor at play here, we'll be covering this topic in 5 parts, and in each part we'll be unpacking one of the 5 main factors in a short video. These main factors are UI and UX, call to actions, contact forms, SEO, and website performance. Although some of these factors go well beyond the scope of design, in this video series we'll be focusing only on the aspects that impact design. So with the introduction done, let's get into it. In case you aren't familiar with the terms UI and UX, UI is an abbreviation for user interface, and UX is an abbreviation for user experience. More often than not, both terms are used interchangeably, but the reality is they are 2 halves of one whole. For the purposes of this video, we are going to keep it really simple by only saying that user experience basically relates to the mechanics behind a design, and user interface relates to the visual representation of that design. So how does this factor into your lead generation efforts? Well, let's stick to the basics and use the following scenario. Let's imagine you are in the book selling business and you have an e-commerce website where you sell second-hand books. Now remember, your goal is to convince website visitors to buy books from your website. So as most business owners do, you start advertising on Google and Facebook, driving traffic to your website. After a few days of running ads, someone actually clicks your ad and they land on your website. Exciting times are ahead, surely they will buy a book. But they don't. Instead, within a matter of seconds, they leave your website without making a purchase. But why? What happened? You see, in the online space, websites are the face of one's business. And as is the case in everyday life, first impressions matter. People are more visual than ever before, and as a result, when they reach a website that is poorly put together, lacking visual appeal, they immediately lose interest. If you experience this more often than not, it may be a sign that your UI is failing you. Now on the converse, let's use the same example, but this time round, we'll say your website is absolutely stunning. So again, you run various ad campaigns, and after a few days, someone clicks your ad, and this time you are certain they will buy. They land on your website, they spend about 2 minutes trying to find the book they are looking for. Eventually, they find it and manage to add the book to their cart. Now all they need to do is check out, but they can't seem to find a way to reach the checkout page. After about another minute or so of clicking around and searching, they end up just leaving your website, effectively abandoning the sale. So what went wrong? As mentioned before, your website is absolutely stunning in this scenario. You see, although your website makes a strong first impression via its beautiful UI, you overlooked the functionality aspect, which led to a subpar user experience. If users struggle to navigate your website or struggle to find what they are looking for due to poor design, they will leave and you will lose that sale. So how can we fix this? Well, during the design phase, make sure you are focusing on both UI and UX. Make sure your website looks good while also ensuring the layout is intuitive and easy to navigate. Doing this is key to helping you convert your traffic into leads and sales. Also, don't be scared to get feedback from people, especially if you are the designer. Remember, what makes sense to you during the design process may be confusing to someone that was not part of that process. So, always get feedback on the visuals as well as the functionality. That's it for this video, but before we go, just a reminder to engage with us by letting us know if this video was helpful and whether or not you would like us to unpack anything further. From the team at Outbound, we wish you nothing but success and let's continue to ignite growth.